A land dispute in the Orange Walk East constituency has been drawing a lot of attention in that northern town. As we understand, a plot of land years ago was donated to the community by one Angel Castillo, who had requested that it be used as a park and named in honor of his late wife Guadalupe. Currently, a portion of the land is used as the East Sports Complex, while the other portion was left unattended. But how did that portion of the park end up in private hands?
One of the biggest issues here that we have as a municipality is that we have assets, we have lands, but it's just by word of mouth. No, we don't have any actual paper from the lands department saying that things belong to the town council. Now, as we all know, parks are designated to certain areas for the neighborhood, for the children of the neighborhood. And the issue here is beyond politics, beyond who is fighting for it. No, it is actually a land that was donated to the town by a private residence, designated to be a park.
From what we were able to gather, the lease on the land had expired back in 2011, and Elodio Aragon Sr. applied for the property, which is adjacent to his house. Aragon, who is a former area representative and Minister of Education, was granted a title and the property. It has now been handed down to his son, Adin. Councillor with responsibility for parks and playgrounds, Ian Carl, says it is unethical.
We did the research and we found out, like you've been hearing, we found out that back in 2011, Mr. Elodio Aragon applied for the land and he got it as it was privatized under his name. And in January 2012, it was changed from his name to his son's name, Adin Aragon. No, so now it belongs to the Aragon family. But the issue here is simply ethics. I mean, if land belongs to the public, if land is designated for a park, why go ahead and privatize it and give it to a private citizen, right? We have the eSports Center right beside. The whole area is designated as the eSports Center.
To further complicate the issue, the Belize Natural Energy Charity Trust has invested some $48,000 in the first phase of the rehabilitation of the East Sports Complex on the grounds that the land is public space. Orlando Landy Burns, who also sits on the board of the BNE Trust, says no official document can be produced by the Lands Department.
Over 3 years ago, I saw that this complex had been abandoned for maybe like 12 years, totally abandoned. Grass was, you couldn't see the cement. Grass was all over the cement. Imagine 12 years of abandonment. No toilets, the concession stand had no windows, no doors, the ticket booth was gone, everything, the backboards disappeared, even the lampposts with the lights and the wires. So it was totally abandoned, and I decided that I wanted to do something about it. The first person I approached was the Honorable Elodio Aragon Sr., who was the past area rep, who actually was the man who started this part of the complex. But the complex is composed of two pieces of land, two parcels of land. One that started in the 80s and one that was donated by Mr. Angel Castillo, I guess in the 70s. The committee applied under my encouragement to the BNE Trust to get a grant. They inspected it and they said, Landy, you sure this place is a public place? I said, yes, man, the paperwork are forthcoming. They're going to give us a lease on the place, and we want to do, several phases. They said, okay, let's do the first phase. Let's do, renovate the bleachers and the bathrooms, and we did that. But by the time we ended doing that, it cost us over $80,000. We only got 48 from the trust, but the community stepped up, the business people, and thanks to them. But now that we wanted to do the second phase and put the tap, I cannot go back to the trust because I haven't even presented the documents to them. And they sent an inspector a few months ago, maybe like not even 2 months ago. And that's what stirred up this whole thing.
The town council and Burns have one thing in common. They want the land to go back for public use.
By law, if it's given back to the community, they have to be compensated either by a piece of land or money. We don't care how. We just want it back for the people of Orange Walk.
Two people sitting in a room and next thing they own a park. Two people. So that's how it happened. Mr. Aragon approached, I guess, the minister gave it to him.
A space that was supposed to use for the public, for the area, people in the area, residents in the area.
Look, it is sad. It is sad, right? I want to make it clear. They're going to attack me with all kinds of things that I turn PUP and all that anything. This is nothing about PUP. This is about, man, it's about time we stand up for our country, right? I mean, I am a UDP, but I am not happy with what is happening. You cannot take a park and take it, I don't care if it happen on which P, right? And I took this up with the Prime Minister, and he did not agree with it. He told me outright that is wrong, and that's not going to happen. I'm going to speak to Mr. Vega.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.